Today I'm gonna explain you how to write, the unit test case. So which I already explained you in previous session, but Ravli asked me to repeat the session. I'll do that today again. So you guys are comfortable with the DTD generation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for each entity class, we will create a test class and then create an XML file and then test each file individually, or is there any way that we can run all the files at a time and see if anything failed?
Oh, I mean, when you run the build package, I mean, this is only to when you're writing code at Eclipse level. At a file level or a test case level, you can do. If you want to do it at project level, that is also you can do. Just right click, or run as JUnit. Then all the test cases in your project will be executed. You see here, right?
Okay.
Something like that. You can do that. Multiple different ways you can execute the test cases.
Okay. And one more thing, can you please tell us where this exactly fills in the project life cycle?
So this will. So once you build the requirement, if you don't write the unit test cases, what will happen is you can launch you can host all the changes on dev or stage life cycles, and testing team will end up spending a lot of time to test every damn feature. If you write, test cases properly, as a developer, when you're making changes, in case there's something wrong, test cases will fail. So, that way you, as a developer, you will know ahead, what is the impact for each line that you write.
Okay. So after building the functionality, we write the test case, or?
No, along with parallel. I mean, each line that you write, main line, it needs to be tested at the same time in the test cases. So both mainline code and test line code you will write in parallel.
Okay. Okay. And how the yesterday error handling class is related to the test cases?
No, it won't relate it to anything. You guys told me that you're comfortable in test cases. That's why I started this error handling. But Ravli requested me to go back again. That's why I'm doing it.
Okay. I was wondering what is the relation between that.
No, there is no relation. I mean, that's the database level. I mean, you need to write, because I'm giving you concepts. I mean, I can't give you the whole, very deeper and deeper until unless you really work on a proper project. So
okay.
you will get concepts. I mean, how each concept works, and you need to practice more on top of the concepts.
Sure. And at the end of the day, we'll be building some application, right?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're seeing here, right? So I'll get you onto this application. So now I'm giving you the concepts. So once you're familiarized with the concepts, probably I'm looking at maybe around another 2 weeks time. After that, you guys need to work on the real-time project.
Okay, sure.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Let's look at how you write the test cases. So now we have the entity class by a user, and which has 4 different columns on it: ID, email, first name, last name. So I made it as a generic way. I mean, what it does is internally, audit info will have another 4 columns: created by, created date, updated by, updated date. Meaning, this will be a generic one. Every entity class, we will embed this class, meaning in the prior user, when I'm writing an entity class, when I do the embed, this place will be replaced with 4 columns coming from audit info table, which is created by created date, updated by updated date. So, this is how you can make generic. If you don't make it generic, everywhere you will end up writing all this logic. Okay, so that's what I did that way. And now, this class will have 7 different columns. So if we go and generate Hibernate schema export,
We don't annotate the embedded class as an entity, right?
no, we did. See this one, right? @embedded and whatever the class that you are giving.
Okay, but audit info is not an entity, right?
No, it's not an entity.
Okay.
It's a subset of columns. Wherever you want to implement, you can implement them.
Okay.
So now once I generate the script, you will see all different columns are coming up. So once we have this, you can run this on the test schema and generate the test database DTD, which is nothing but, and because I am having only one table, and you can see all the columns here. So now, once we have the entity class and script generation and DTD generation, now we are going to write test cases for this class. So now if you see here, prior user test, so these are all business sensitive test cases. While you are writing code, you need to figure that out, what are the test cases to be there. So in my situation, here prior user, right? What I am trying to do is get, not get. Here I am trying to get all users from the database and see should I be able to get all the users available in the database. That is one test case. And second one is get a single user based on the ID. Can I get a single user based on an ID? And another one is add a user to the table. And then, you see here, fail empty first name. So let's say after writing this test case, for some reason, if I go and remove nullable false, something like this, and automatically test case that I have written will fail because I'm expecting this column should not be null. So in the user test, what I'm testing is test fail empty first name. If anybody try to insert an empty first name, the test case should fail. So that's the, and similarly, last name should fail. If somebody enters the null last name, it should fail. So something like that. So here and then test fail, duplicate email. If somebody enters into the database, because I want to make every user email ID should be unique. So if somebody, let's say you remove this one after some point of time in your code, it will accidentally insert the duplicate email. So that's why I'm writing one more test case to avoid duplicate entries into the email column. So this is how you need, based on the requirement, you need to figure out what are all the different scenarios to be tested. Now, okay.
For suppose,
yeah.
For suppose while entering the data into the database, a test case fails, will that record be inserted or it will stop right there?
It won't insert record. Oh, this is only test data. This will run only while you're building compiling an application. It won't be run after you make it live onto the production. This is all the test line code. It will never connect to the production database. It always connects to the test schema, and this process will be used only during the development, not after posting the application.
Okay.
Okay. So now, we have the To do that, we already know abstract DAO test case, and I have written all this. So I'll share this project also eventually. So now, once we have this test case, generic implementation, so now what I'm trying to do is I'm passing the test user.xml. So here you already know table name and column name and value. So for all columns, I have filled up the data for 2 records. Once we have the test data is ready, and then we hook up the test data file in the setup method, this will be executed for each class one time. So now here I am doing, this is what, this line is a mainline code. This .user.do is part of the mainline code. So I'm testing the getAll method, whether that is working or not with the user variable. So here, once I run this, get the user size to first name, and I'm trying to see each record. Once I get the users is a list of prior users. I'm trying to check the size is 2 or more, because the data that I'm inserting is only 2 records. So when I say get all, means I'm fetching all records from the database. So the size should be only 2. It cannot be more than 2 because the test data is only 2 records. And then the first test record, users.get of 0. That means if the first user record should have the first name 1, and second record first name should be first name 2. So that is what I have mentioned here, first name 1, first name 2. If I execute this test case, you already see the execution is passed. Now let's say I'm making it as 3, something. I'm changing the test data for some reason. So now if I execute the same, get all users, it won't work because test data is different, and I'm expected data here is different. Let's see. Yeah, it failed. So why it failed? See here. You can see that expected data is first name 1 from here, and actual data is coming from database is first name 3. That's why this test case is failed. So the importance of the writing test cases is, let's say if I am having like this, it will be successful because I set the test data back. Now, let's say if I go to the main line, for some reason, I am removing this constraint, unique true. For some reason, I am doing like this. So now, once we do like this, what will happen is, you will generate everything, right? You just simply 500 schema export, and then right click and generate your own schema. And whatever I'm getting the script here, I'm going to the test. What is this? Why? You think it is too slow?
Like, can you please close that SQL and open it? Sometimes it's.
Okay, now I am executing the same script. So now the script is executed, and then we will generate the DV unit. This process is you have to do all the time. So generate the DTD. The DTD is generated. Now go back and execute the test script. See here, all the test cases are passed except duplicate email. Because I remove the unique constraint, automatically this is failed, then you will understand whether are you really intended to make the change or by accident you made the change. So in case if it is really intended, then you will end up removing this test case from here. So that's how the test-driven development goes. So you will know ahead what is now, see here, the test case is failed, right? Now let's say I go back here, I'm building the whole application. Now the test cases are executing. You see that? The build itself is failed. I could not move further. Build failed because one of the test cases failed. So that's how you can make sure you're building your application with minimal impacts. So that's the purpose of writing test-driven development. Okay.
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 So any questions on it?
No questions.
Do you guys practice all this, or where are you?
Yeah, we practice on this.
Yes, I
At
did.
the final stage, I got one error, so I'm trying to figure it out. If I couldn't, I will call it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So if you're comfortable stage, maybe I can do next Monday onto the mainline project. So because nothing is there to explain much, because this is how the whole thing works. Now you understand the whole flow of what is controller, what is Hibernate and all that stuff. Once you start writing the real-time web services, then you will understand more and more. If you guys are comfortable, I'll start put you onto the real-time projects from next Monday, and then you learn on it. That's one way to do it.